So now the one more thing is there in the complex number is called the eigenplane and the polar representation. Eigenplane is nothing but your normal 2D the representation of the data like x-axis and y-axis, that is the eigenplane, and we'll see that polar representation later on. The eigenplane is nothing but the presenting the complex number on the x-axis and the y-axis. Like origin is here, if I represent here, let it p is some point, and here the x comma y. So this is your real number. The real term is there, no? That real term is this one. Y is represented for the imaginary term. So imaginary term is represented on the y-axis. Okay, so this is nothing but x square plus y square. Why? Because if you drop it here, okay, so this the 90 degree, the Pythagoras theorem, you can get x square plus. This is your modulus. So this is z. Modulus is nothing but root under x square plus y square. If you have the z is equal to x plus I y. So this is your imaginary number, then the z modulus. This is your eigenplane. Now it is coming that a polar representation. Polar representation is nothing but just the eigenplane. If they have given as a theta as an angle, if they have given as an angle, then it is called as a polar representation. If some angle they have mentioned here only. So if this is your origin and here is your point. So if I assume this one x comma y only. So if some angle they have given theta here, this is your polar representation. So x is equal to r cos theta and the y is equal to as a r sin theta. So x is equal to r cos theta, y is equal to r sin theta. Therefore your complex number will be the z is equal to r commutate cos theta plus sin theta. It will become your complex number. So here and the theta is what? Theta is nothing but your argument or the amplitude you can say, and represent as a arc of z. So in polar representation, modulus z is same only. That is the root under x square plus y square also. In the polar representation also is the same. But one thing is always remember that x is here without any theta. कोई एंगल नहीं देके था, वो नॉर्मल हमारा x एंड y था, जो हमारा x प्लस आई वाई था हमारा जो कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर उसमें. लेकिन जब आप पोलर रिप्रेजेंटेशन करते हो तो उसके अंदर एक थीटा एंगल या कोई भी एंगल x y z कुछ भी एंगल डाल दो, एक एंगल रहता है, यानी x इज इक्वल टू r cos थीटा. अब ये आया कैसे? अगर यहाँ मान लो, यहाँ पे दिस इज योर व्हाट x वैल्यू, दिस इज योर y वैल्यू. इफ यू वांट टू फाइंड फॉर दिस x, what you can apply in this the right angle triangle, the cos will give you the base by hypotenuse. Got it? So similarly y is equal to r sin theta. So this is nothing but your r is nothing but this modulus only. This modulus are sometimes known as a r also in the polar representation. So now this is nothing but your z. So now hopefully you got it, the basic concept of that polar representation and the eigenplane. ये दो चीज रहता है प्रेजेंट करने के लिए. अब हाउ टू कन्वर्ट, आई विल टेक वन एग्जांपल. So here I have taken one example, 1 plus I root 3. So I'll start writing. This is the x is nothing but the real term, is a 1, and which has the r cos theta, the previous formula only. Y is nothing but what? Root 3 is it has the r sin theta, right? R is nothing but your z modulus is nothing but the root under x square plus y square, right? So here x is how much? 1, and this is nothing but root 3. So root under 1 square plus root 3 square is nothing but your root under 4. 1 plus 3 4. It will give you the root 2 only. So now you got the r is equal to 2. So now you can apply in this one and you can get the cos theta value. So you have the x is equal to r cos theta. So now cos theta is nothing but x by r. X is how much? 1, and r how much? 2. So this is nothing but the cos theta is equal to half. How much the cos value will give you the half? It is nothing but the cos 60 degree is your pi by 3. Similarly for the sin theta will give you the y by r is nothing but y is how much? Root 3, and the r is how much? 2. So sin theta is nothing but the root 3 by 2. So this you got, that is nothing but your sin pi by 3, which means your theta is nothing but pi by 3. Now you can apply the formula. Z is equal to nothing but you have the r into cos theta plus sin theta. That is I sin theta. So r is how much? 2 into cos pi by 3 plus I sin pi by 3. This is your complex number. So this is your complex number. What was the equation? 1 plus I root 3 in the form of the polar representation. So this is the polar representation of your complex number. Polar representation. Polar representation. So if they have not given the proper, the complex number form, like somewhere if they have given z is equal to, let z is equal to 2 by 3 plus I root 5. Then what you have to do? You have to do the rationalization, everything, and then you will get as a proper the complex number. So you have to rationalize, and if you after rationalization you will get the proper form of this one, the complex number. उसके बाद जो नॉर्मल आपका जो मेथड होता है एक्स वाई में, फिर आर निकाल लो आप, उसके बाद थीटा निकालो, थीटा निकालने के बाद फॉर्मूला में रख दो, वो आपको पोलर फॉर्म दे देगा. सो कोई नंबर अगर क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन दिया हुआ और उसका डिस्क्रिमिनेंट अगर लेस देन 0 होता है, मींस इट इज कमिंग द माइनस द नेगेटिव नंबर, देन वी नो दैट इट हैज द इमेजिनरी रूट्स. सो हियर आई विल टेक द वन एग्जांपल फॉर दैट. x² प्लस लेट 3x प्लस 9 इज इक्वल टू 0. ये कोई इक्वेशन ले लिया. अब इसको हम चेक कर लेते हैं डिस्क्रिमिनेंट. b² माइनस 4ac कितना आता है हमारे पास. सो b इज दिस वन 3² माइनस 4 into a is 1 into c is 9. We'll check it out. 9 minus then for the 36. So 9 minus 36 is coming the minus 27. So it is lesser than 0. So your roots are the imaginary. Correct. So now I'll start finding for that. So now I'll put in this formula form. We have that one. So minus b is the minus 3 plus the minus root under how much it will come, the minus 27. Correct. I already found this one. Divided by 2. So this is nothing but minus 3 plus or minus root under 27 into minus 1. I can write it down. So this is a 2, right? So now I'll write it here. Plus or minus the root under 27 as it is, and the minus will come as an I outside. So this is nothing but, so minus 3 plus or minus root under 3 root 3 I divided by 2. So this is your form of your the complex number. If you further you want, you can do this one, minus 3 by 2 plus or minus 3 by 2 root 3, and here you can put as I 3 by 2 root 3. So this is your complex number. So this was the whole chapter of the complex number. Still, if you have any doubt, please put in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe our channel to encourage us. Thank you.